Australia needs a try to win the game. Kefu. Try Kefu! Did he get it? That's the match winner! Tri Nations 2001 is Clayton in goal by John Eales Wallabies. They get their fairy tale ending.
Gymnastics.
This is the flare-up we anticipated. The Bledisloe Cup remains on Australian soil.
The Bledisloe Cup has been a large part of New Zealand-Australian rugby history for over 70 years. And in general, the All Blacks have enjoyed great success, but not so in recent times. In fact, since 1998, the Great Cup has stayed in Sydney as the Wallabies have won the last 4 series. So tonight here in Christchurch, the All Blacks start a new campaign to get it back. And to do so, they must prevail both here and in Sydney in 3 weeks' time. Bledisloe Cup test underway at Jade Stadium in Christchurch, and Merton's kick is fielded by Larkham. Turai Kefu gets an early taste of possession, and it's coming on the Wallaby side for Gregan to the left boot of Chris Latham, and they'll go to a line out early in the match as the Australians play it safely. Not easy for the Wallabies. Smith under pressure. Now Gregan, barreled in a great tackle by McCaw. As the All Blacks come through, referee's got the arm out the All Blacks' way. Beautiful. Outstanding kick from Andrew Mertens. The All Blacks hit the front. Well.
Must have put the curse on him.
Play on, knock back.
Cleared away by Marshall for Mertens. Drop kick from Andrew Mertens is away to the left. And offside against the Wallabies. And right in centre field too. And Mertens has kicked his second penalty goal. So here's Matthew Burke, looking to ring up these 150 points against the All Blacks. This time he is on target. Watch this.
So it was 2 hands. It was taken beautifully by Thorne. What they're trying to do is create a rolling ball at the back of the line out. So that means it opens up the short side. So they're driving here now. They're now in a position to go either way. But the indiscretion came and the penalty.
No doubt about it. 9 points to 3. Well struck by Matthew Burke. Marshall clears it off to Mertens.
Advantage.
Now Major playing advantage. Right out in front of the goalpost. All Blacks way, and they'll take the penalty, I'm sure.
All the backs.
Wallabies offside.
All the backs advancing.
And with this kick, it should be a 6-point advantage. Really, it is the Australians' move, isn't it?
6-point lead then.
Hold there!
Australians have to score a try.
There goes the siren. Away goes Gregan. He's isolated. 5 metres in Wallaby territory. Next time dead. The game is over. Here's Flatley. They've still got a chance. The Wallabies. All Blacks having to tackle their hearts out with 14 men.
Hold there, 1. Not out.
Now Sharp.
All the way, Black 4.
Again, it's with the Wallabies, but they're not making too much progress at the moment. Still just on the halfway line. Kefu has turned. The All Blacks a bit of a chance here. Here they go. Howlett. Now someone will boot this out for sure. Justin Marshall to do it, and that'll be the game. The All Blacks have the victory. A trialist test at Jade Stadium, but the All Blacks have left the door open for the Bledisloe Cup in 2002. They've had the win here tonight, 12 points to 6. The Springboks got a great record in Wellington, 7 test matches. The All Blacks have won 3. The Springboks have won 3. There's been a draw, and so they won't be concerned about history. And here goes Reuben Thorne and the All Blacks. This will be one heck of a welcome. And all set to go here at the Westpac Trust Stadium in Wellington. Time is on, we're underway as Pretorius sends it way downfield. And Andrew Mertens with the early touch, a driving kick, fielded by Conradi, now Werner Krief. And it's going to be a kicking duel early on. Scott Robertson decides not to do the job himself, and Christian Cullen will put it to touch.
Great work, Springboks.
Now, Van Niekerk. Conradi again for Pretorius. He's always likely to have a go, and they just hang on. It was Somerville who had to make the tackle. Now Krief, and Krief gets through, and he's gone right past them all. And Werner Krief has scored a brilliant individual try. Richie McCaw was on his feet initially as he was reaching for the ball, then he got knocked off his feet, but continued to have a crack at it. Pretorius, that's on target. So the Springboks have increased their lead, taking the All Blacks on up the middle. Now Willie Meyer.
8 and 7 waiting in front. Obstruction.
But obstruction there, both Skinstad and Van Niekerk.
Wow, what a kick. It just seemed to float, didn't it, in the air, and moved a little bit to the left and then just the slightest bit to the right.
Stay there. Last feet.
Right in the centre of the field, and the drop kick from Krief is through.
Offside again.
Marshall to Mertens. Cullen is in. Here's a chance and doesn't have it. Gets the All Blacks' first try of the Tri-Nations. And they'll go to a 5-metre scrum.
Actually, that was a...
Come out. Come out. Come out.
This is the way All Black Springbok test matches have been down the years.
Take it back.
Sure looks familiar.
Hammett goes short to Robertson. Hammett will score. What a brilliant try that was. And he's going to have to run it out. No, we'll go straight down the middle. Now he finds Howlett, who's chased by Skinstad. And the All Blacks have kept it alive on the 10-metre line, and they've got a penalty too coming up. Pretty good. Very good. Mertens finishes on a high note in the first half. Justin Marshall. The short kick. Oh, the wrong bounce. Now, here we go. Caleb Ralph leading the charge. All Blacks there, but Umaga hands it up. They're 5 metres short. Now Marshall looking to get it wide. There's a huge lineup. Robertson right in centre field.
Yeah, that one had to be moved, I think.
Marshall looks away to the far side, and Reuben Thorne has scored the try. Well, that's a horrible kick, but it might work out all right. Umaga claims it, and it's bounced loose, and Joubert is going to score a very easy try.
steaming it against Joubert twice. So I guess
That's a high
justice
shot.
is done in the end.
Okay, too many during the game. And also after that, 2 little uppercuts in there. It's not required, okay? You're going to the bin for 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's unlucky. He is unlucky.
Advantage!
Marshall, as the All Blacks have an advantage. Good hands. To Howlett. Howlett's still there. Bright! Marshall is in. Justin Marshall. His 22nd test try as another brawl breaks out.
Back out.
But it won't cancel out the try.
No, it's fine. It's down the middle.
Good take by Jack. And the All Blacks get him behind now. Marshall. And through goes Robertson. And that is a well-deserved try for Scott Robertson. They've picked up a most emphatic victory here at the Westpac Trust Stadium tonight. 41-20 in the finish after the All Blacks led 21-13 at half-time, and they've outscored the Boks tonight by 5 tries to 2.
So the Springboks arriving at the Gabba and playing on this ground for the first time in a test match. Previously it's been the domain of the New Zealand All Blacks and the Lions as far as visitors go, and Krief last man out. What a spectacular performance he turned in last week. So South Africa will be backing themselves here tonight. And the crowd watching the Wallabies come out from their dressing room on the big screen here. So it's very much an intimate involvement. And the Wallabies had their captain's run here at the Gabba on Match Eve. And it's probably the best training run they've had since Eddie Jones took control after the end of the grand Rod McQueen era. So both of these sides have had an opening loss in Tri-Nations to the New Zealand All Blacks. The All Blacks to play the Wallabies next weekend at Stadium Australia. So Larkham working in close. Nice variation for Gregan. This is Tune. And he's there. What a brilliant move from the Wallaby backs. Sterling Mortlock. Poor defence, South Africa. Second try. Here's Latham. There it is, number 3. Simple overlap. Chris Latham is on fire. That's Latham. Oh, he was taken in the air. That's dangerous play by Krief. It's a legal play, and it should be a caution. This is the flare-up we anticipated.
Well, Van Rautenbach going on with it afterwards. Number 3 for the Springboks. It was unnecessary. Latham hit late. And it is on.
Okay.
Very ugly. Paddy O'Brien's got his flag out.
Punches. You kept it going when you could have stopped. Both these players are going in the bin. I'm going to deal with those in a minute, okay? The original penalty is coming back for you for the high tackle in the air, which you started it. So it's you, and you're in the bin.
So 2 Aussies in the bin.
Please.
And Ferner Krief, I'm sure, will finish up there as well for that dangerous
15, please.
tackle.
Bobby Skinstead a big laugh when he
took him in the air,
see what's
which
happened
caused
here.
all of that. Okay, unnecessarily. You're going as well in the bin. Penalties against you. Your side started it.
Well, 7 minutes 48 remaining on the clock as 3 players go to the bin.
Yes, 15 taking him out in the air.
Well, there's another overlap here. Here they go. This is Joubert. Full back to beat. Off he goes. Brilliant work by Joubert. He's outsped them. Classic try by the young centre. Here's a chance. Joubert. And another one for South Africa. Pulsar. Skids that. What composure from the box. South Africa right back in the game. So Rogers on an inside centre here. He's close to the action.
Stepping across and shoulder.
He likes it. Russell, he is electric. Oh, just ankle tap, but he'll still get there. Brett Russell, this dynamic youngster, has scored an incredible try. He jumped out of the ground. The Wallabies are all on the left here. South Africa a little skinny. Latham, and there it is. Chris Latham gets his second try. And that's the bonus point. And they've downed a gallant Springbok team here. Australia's first ever victory at the Gabba.
Telstra Stadium, the Olympic cauldron. And we're building up to a crowd of 80,000 fans. So there's Tana. He's back in the All Black starting lineup. And he's focused on his opposite number, Matthew Burke. Two of the best defensive number 13s in the international game. And Ben Tune after an electric start last week in the opening minutes. Bledisloe 2000, match 2. Safely taken by Chris Jack, number 4, inside his quarter. So much expectation with this game. Both sides have had low-key build-ups. There's been very little talking through the media by the two coaches, unlike the Springbok-Aussie clash last week. Mertens, Umanga, Mertens on the loop. Here's trouble. Ruff! Cullen into touch. Tremendous cover there from the Aussie backs. They're still going left in a loose pass. Here's Ben Tune. He beat 2 weak tackles, a third. Australia can go again here. Larkham, Sharp is with him. The big fellow. First test try. Number 4. Taken by Sharp. Australia so close to their second try here. They've controlled it for Gregan and Number 3. Interference against Noriega. Or was it a... It's cost Australia a try.
He's holding the guys off the ball. They need to defend that line. That's how you scored the try. Third time I'm penalising him. If I see him again, he's in trouble. Tell him. But 2, straight through, from the side and on your feet.
And the penalties going against the Wallabies here, allowing New Zealand to get some momentum. Marshall to McCaw. Knock on by Robertson. And what a pass off the ground there by Smith. Here's Burke and Tune. Tune taken late. The try's on. Burke is there. So is Gregan. Sharp. The referee playing advantage. Smith. Kefu's with him. Somehow Smith got the pass away. All Blacks in heaps of bother here. But he's pulling it back for the offence.
Well, Chris Jack will have to speak to the referee here. That touch yards, Mark Lawrence has got his flag up. It's a high late tackle.
It's all there.
Just to confirm, number 4 Black.
Thank you. It's my call. I just wanted the number. I was late. I think you're lucky too. I think it was dangerous as well. Pull your head in. Is this where it bounced?
Pull your head in, says Andre.
This is where it alighted. Okay, penalty here.
He likes the spot. And Australia out by 8 points. We've seen no cohesion from the New Zealand backs. They've struggled in the face of this fierce Aussie defence, and Sharp has had a blinder. Here's Kefu. Running it to the fringe.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Regan needing quick ball here.
No hand, 7, advantage, 7 going over. Penalty advantage.
George Smith penalised here. Chance for New Zealand to come back. Mertens playing for the advantage.
Roll away, roll away.
They should get the penalty.
Number 7, no advantage. Number 7, off his feet, laying the ball down.
So back to a 5-point deficit for the All Blacks. Here's Cullen just short of halfway. Latham underneath. The 2 fullbacks in front.
Let it go. Advantage, holding on. Advantage Black.
And he's got Chris Latham here for not releasing. Another advantage. Robertson stands in the tackle now for Howlett.
Still on advantage for Black.
Taken there by Harrison.
No, ball's not out. Last feet. Last feet, fellas. Play on.
This
Still
is McCaw.
Advantage.
So New Zealand have a penalty kick in the offing. The referee playing advantage. Marshall goes for a drop goal.
Okay, that's fine.
But Mertens with an opportunity to close it to just 2 points. Here's Andrew Mertens. He's on song with his last 2. And a lot of that good work by the Wallabies undone as New Zealand trails by just 2.
Wallabies going for the 3-man line out. Harrison.
And McCaw scores! It was a throw over the back that missed the man, and New Zealand in front for the first time. Noriega to come off. I think Sharp also. There's Larkham. McCaw was there. Gee, Larkham lucky not to be penalised. Andre Watson thought about it.
First one was up on the side, and everybody's going down there.
This for a 6-point advantage. So Andrew Mertens, his third penalty. Matt Cobain, they're going one out. The Australians in danger of a turnover here.
Great defence from the All Blacks. They're meeting each man as he hits the line.
Here's Burke trying to step his way through. Larkin in for the clean out. Now there's a chance for the Wallabies here. Lions, great pass there. Sterling Mortlock inside the corner. Paul, Herbert's outside. 15 metres to go. Gregan and Larkham. He stepped through 2 tackles, 3. Larkham still going. Australia's chance. 5 metres from the goal line. Jeremy Paul. New Zealand looking to turn it over. Which way will Gregan go? That's Herbert's. Breathtaking stuff here. A metre out. Gregan again. They go left. Here's Rogers. Rogers has done it for Australia. The kick to put his side in front. And now Burke to put Australia back in front. Less than 8 to go. Straight as a dive, but it's hit the upright and back into the field of play. No goal. So Jeremy Paul. Australia's ball. Larkham now, and last disc chance. Dan Herbert wrapped up. They're inside the quarter. The drop goal's on here for Australia. Lions, Gregan, Paul. He's had a marvellous game. Still Australia's ball. 15, there's the penalty. 15 seconds to go. The penalty's on for Australia, so is the drop goal. There's no advantage. Here's the penalty, and it's all to the right boot of Matthew Burke. This is shades of Wellington in 2000. Eels kicked the winning penalty. Now Burke, who missed one from a similar spot here to convert Rogers' try, can retain the Bledisloe Cup for his country. He's done it. The hoot is gone. The Bledisloe Cup remains on Australian soil, and Matthew Burke is the hero. Absolute heart stopper. The Australian players have come back from the dead. It took a scintillating try by Matt Rogers as a replacement fullback to break down the almost impregnable New Zealand defence. But in the end, it came down to composure and patience, and Australia had it in cuploads.
Congratulations, what a wonderful last-minute victory yet again here at Telstra Stadium.
Yeah, it's something about this place. Both teams are, again, it goes right down to the final minute, and, you know, fantastic effort by both teams, but we're really happy with the win.
A few problems with discipline during the game, plenty of penalties.
We spoke about that. You just can't afford to give a team of this calibre any 3 points, so we're a little bit disappointed with that, but what I was really proud of was the fact we hung in there and we turned it around.
Now you're still alive for the Tri-Nations. Huge game in South Africa in 2 weeks' time, Johannesburg.
Yeah, it's a big effort. You know, destiny's in our hands. I know we've got to go out there and win that match, and we'll see what happens.
The great tradition between South Africa and New Zealand continues down here at the Absa Stadium in Durban. Welcome to all of you, and just look at that sight. absolutely unprecedented. 52,000 people packed into the stadium. Here in Durban, it's been fantastic this week. The build-up's been incredible, but there are high expectations of a South African victory today. So South Africa have placed the challenge there as Corne Krige brings out the Springbok team. And John, so much has been said about the Springboks in terms of the importance of them laying the right foundation today, because I do believe that we've got to attack, we've got to run at the All Blacks. We've shown we've scored 6 tries already, which is as much as the other 2 teams, but that foundation has got to be laid by the tight 5 first and foremost. Held up by Bob Skinstad. And James Dalton's done well, he read that perfectly. De Kock, a little bit of space, and here comes Dean Hall. Down he goes, very clear from the inside. He thought about the clear for the beautiful pickup. De Kock is going to get his first test try.
Well, the new man, Neil de Kock, only came into this game on Wednesday, and he scores a try within a few minutes of the game starting.
But just look at this, Mertens now the inside, Umaga, is he going to make McDonald for the corner?
Well, there's the response from the New Zealanders. We spoke earlier, Gavin, and we said this is going to be a high-scoring game, and they're not disappointing.
Neil de Kock, he hasn't kicked much from the base of the scrum, which is expected from many of us. Now, Krige didn't want to pick that up from an offside position, but here come the All Blacks.
Let it go, Green, let it go.
Dangerous time this for South Africa. Can they get out wide quickly? Major Umaga going on his own. Thumped to the deck by 2 Springboks.
Tackle was high. Yes. Yeah. Penalty try.
And the referee has ruled that the tackle was high, and he's given a penalty try.
Well, that is controversial.
Krige.
Move away, tackle 1.
Good play, this by Skinstad onto James Dalton.
Stay blood.
We've seen New Zealand defend well in these situations, but can the Springboks get over? Good control of the possession by them as well. Marius Joubert taken back into the ruck. Pretorius, down the line it goes. The referee is now going to give a penalty against South Africa. It's not a try, and he says that there was obstruction.
Well, Braden Pauls has done a somersault. He doesn't realise that it's not a try. It's not a penalty try, it's a penalty, and the crowd still don't realise it. If they realise it now, as you can hear the boos coming.
Number 2 took out 2 defenders, opportunity. Number 2. That's judge.
Tom Willis, he's on the deck, he's holding the ball, he's got to let go. That's where the penalty comes.
One successful kick thus far for Andre Pretorius. Can we make that 2? Well, looks like it.
Well, Andre Pretorius has got his kicking boots on.
No, play on.
And now for Nikak at pace. Excellent effort that onto AJ Fenter.
Knock on, playing advantage to Green. It was knocked on.
Referee playing advantage and doing it well. This is Pretorius. Now, Mertens it is who's defending there. Was there a push and a shot? The referee has given the try. Mertens. Umaga. Dangerous territory for the winger. And Doug Howlett is going to get in, so they back themselves, New Zealand, and they've got the try. And what a cracking first half this has been.
Whoa, what is that? That is atrocious.
Well, we've got a spectator on the field, and this is really, really poor stuff, this. He's attacked Dave McHugh.
That is pathetic. Definitely pathetic.
You know, this is just where security at a stadium is so important. And this will upset the rhythm of his own team that he's supporting as well, potentially.
Well, he needs more than a bloody nose.
This is Dave McHugh. I think he's actually going to leave the field. And this is an absolute low light. And really, I think for our country, this is not a good sign at all. Well, it looks like Chris White might, from England, might well be the man taking over the whistle from Dave McHugh. Pretorius. Barry in a bit of space. Some of the South African attackers are proving a real handful for the All Blacks, I must say. We've seen from Joe van Niekerk, Dean Hall on the odd occasion, Devet Barry as well.
Two offsides, first one number 7, second one number 5 there.
Yeah, and here again, you see, it's what we were talking about earlier. Run at them, take the fight to New Zealand, and they're going to make some errors as well. Straight up for Pretorius. Is it going to hold its line? Yes, it has.
Well, a fantastic kick there by Andre Pretorius. He's certainly got his kicking boots on today. Well, we're into the 9th minute, and this is the time when replacements will start being a tactical move. Probably Fine Rotenbach will come on.
Springboks unable to take that kick in. Umanga, a high tackle on him from... you can see there, that was Devet Barry, but one of those things, and there's going to be a penalty.
Well, it looks like Brent Russell's gone to fullback and Van der Greef gone to centre.
Interesting decision this by Rudolf Strauly. Sapaka. Good work by the loose head prop. Pretorius with a drop attempt. Has he got it straight? Yes, he has.
Well, the crowd behind the poles certainly let you know. The roar came up from them before we could actually work it out if it went straight through. And there you can see it. Perfect angle. Fantastic snap drop by the young star Andre Pretorius. He's certainly having a great day with a boot.
Competition from the Springboks, but illegally so. So the seesaw battle continues. It looks like he's got it straight through the middle.
Well, when there's a pressure kick, he's the man for the job.
Over there. Traction, engage.
Ollie Leroux up against Somerville. Down the line it goes. Where's the switch? There comes Howlett, but the pass to him went astray. Still they come. Major.
Let go.
And the Springboks have got to defend for their dear lives right now. We've got 10 minutes left. Hold them off is the key. Take the ball away, even more important. But now they've got some numbers. Here comes Major. Aaron Major slapped through, and he's going to score between the uprights.
Well, you can't help but feel sorry for the Springboks. The amount of times they've been tacking for no success, but that's what makes a good side.
Chris White perfectly positioned for that too. Hammett, as we hear the hooter in the background. Don't quite know what happened to that stadium clock. Killer boots it out, and that's the end of the match. New Zealand, I can tell you what, are extremely relieved with getting this victory by 30-23, and they'll know that they got the bonus point for the 4 tries as well.
You'd obviously be delighted with your team's performance today.
It was one of the hardest things to do in rugby is to come to South Africa and win, and especially against such a tough, courageous young Springbok side. And you know, it was a real battle out there, and I really take my hats off to the Springboks. They played fantastic.
Incredibly fast, incredibly tough. One of the toughest ones you've played?
Absolutely. They're always tough against the Springboks, but today was extremely tough.
It seemed like the unfortunate and very nasty incident with the spectator coming on and not doing us any favours by attacking the referee. That pause seemed to maybe boost you guys. You seemed to get stronger after that.
Well, we just tried to keep our focus. you know, that was an unfortunate incident, and it's a bit of a pity, a shame to see that, but you know, both sides held their own discipline very well and played exciting rugby throughout.
So the Tri-Nations game, Australia last won here at Ellis Park back in 1963, and that's what they're playing for now. I would think that the New Zealanders are rooting for South Africa. You don't often have that happen. The Australians have to look to get 26 points and win by 26 points plus 4 tries.
Australia, as they lead out onto the field, have the opportunity of winning the Tri-Nations trophy, and I think we're in for a humdinger.
Well, Georgie Gregan comes out today to win his 78th Test cap, which makes him the most capped scrum half of all time in World Rugby. Australia looking to win by 26 points. We welcome viewers around the world. I'm sure that the New Zealanders are rooting for South Africa. Matthew Burke with the kick-off for the 49th Test match between these two great rugby playing countries. Van Niekerk. Dalton too slow. Kefu. Finnegan. Gregan. Larkham. It's not a good pass by Stephen Larkham. Burke. Dean Hall lifting him up there. A little bit dangerous because the maul had formed almost. Gregan said advantage. It's heard the referee say advantage. That's why he took the drop. That has the distance and the direction, and Australia are in the lead. 64th International has to take it a little bit quicker. Bang through the middle to narrow the points difference with the All Blacks, and it's another good kick by Matthew Burke. He's on song today. Decide to go piling through the middle. Worked out right now. Here goes Peyton Pulsar. He needed that. Sydney is Russell is away. Russell will put South Africa in the lead. Can de Kock get it if they go right now? If de Kock gets, must be a try. Peyton Pulsar second. What a start for South Africa. Here's the gymnastics. Watch this for a sprint. The whole of Joburg will go mad about that. Gregan. Larkham, Herbert, this is Matt Rogers, he's very dangerous. Whoa, he gets the ball down. Matt Rogers so often comes onto the field and gets a try. Kefu, and Kefu gets the try. He's going off.
That's twice today. It's not good enough. I'm sorry, you're gone.
Well, it's twice, it's a red card. Tackler holding on to the ball. Watch Gregan. Takes the drop kick. That is over. And the scores are level. What a fight back this by the Wallabies. Stays on his feet. Now it's that looks like it's Brendan Cannon who's got in for the try. It is. Look how exciting. Another ball for South Africa. Oh, very look at this.
From Werner Greef. Glory to the Springboks as everybody's out of their seats here at Ellis Park.
Can Werner Greef kick this goal? Look at the Wallabies charging up. He's kicked it dead centre. And the Springboks celebrate.
Absolutely a glorious sight to see. The Springboks absolutely embracing Werner Greef, who really did everything he could, scored the try, took the pressure, put the 2 points on the board. South Africa won the test. What a fantastic test it was. We spoke about it being a humdinger, and I talked about action, and this is the right place to be. It certainly has been.
The Springboks have done the All Blacks a favour today, because the trophy goes to the All Blacks, and representing the New Zealand Rugby Football Union, Mr. Steve Chu will receive the Tri-Nations Trophy, the Vodacom Tri-Nations, for the champions, the All Blacks. Well done. Steve, maybe just a few words for the folks back in New Zealand. I'm sure they're celebrating as much as they are here at Ellis Park.
Yes, well, obviously on behalf of Ruben, Mitch and Robbie and the All Blacks, we're very grateful to the Springboks. Our guys worked extremely hard. Obviously they should be here accepting this, but travel doesn't allow that. So on behalf of the New Zealand Rugby Football Union, we congratulate the All Blacks and all three sides on a great Tri-Nation. It's been fantastic rugby. Another great test today. Thank you, everybody.
Well done, Steve, and congratulations to the New Zealand All Blacks, the Vodacom Tri-Nations champions.